Jon Prosser is back at it again, and this time, he's not letting Apple slow him down. Just a month ago, the tech giant sued Prosser, the face of Front Page Tech FPT, accusing him of getting his hands on a developmental iPhone belonging to an Apple employee and leaking iOS 26 app designs. Apple claims he used information obtained through that phone to create renders and post them online. Prosser, of course, denied these accusations. Now, you might think with a lawsuit hanging over his head, he'd play it safe, but no, instead of lying low, Prosser dropped a brand new FPT video featuring fresh renders of the upcoming iPhone 17 Pro, and he didn't shy away from making jokes, either. At one point, when he started speculating about why Apple added a new camera bar to the iPhone 17 Pro and Pro Max, a cheeky on-screen warning popped up. Speculation, don't sue me, or anything LOL. So, what's his theory about the new camera bar? Prosser believes it's not just for looks. Apple may have designed it to house an upgraded periscope telephoto lens that could go beyond the current 120mm focal length found on the iPhone 16 Pro series. That means users could get more than the 5x optical zoom available today. On top of that, he says both the iPhone 17 Pro and Pro Max will move to a 48-megapixel telephoto sensor, up from the 12-megapixel telephoto cameras on last year's Pro models. Prosser also shared some design details. He claims the iPhone 17 Pro will be 8.73mm thick, slightly thicker than the iPhone 16 Pro's 8.25mm. As for colors, one shade Apple is reportedly testing for 2025 is orange, which matches what's been seen in recent dummy units. And it's not just about camera upgrades or thickness. According to Prosser, Apple might be moving the rear Apple logo a bit lower on the back panel. He also touched on another major rumor that the iPhone 17 Pro Max could become the first iPhone ever with a massive 5,000 mAh battery. If true, this would mean significantly more power and battery life compared to previous models. Interestingly, Prosser describes the renders in his video as near final, claiming mass production will begin soon. If that's accurate, he's either confident in his sources or completely unfazed by the legal battle with Apple. But Prosser's not just known for leaks, he's also known for taking jabs at other tech insiders, especially Bloomberg's Mark Gurman. Some see it as lighthearted rivalry, others think it's more personal. It's worth noting that Prosser has had his share of misses. A famous example was his flat-edge Apple Watch Series 7 renders, which turned out to be completely wrong. Ironically, Gurman also got that one wrong, leading some to speculate that Apple may have intentionally leaked fake images to both of them to damage their credibility. If Apple really did that, it didn't work. Gurman has continued to provide top-tier leaks, and Prosser still has his loyal audience, the so-called FPT Toilet Squad. Even after being sued, Prosser seems determined to keep doing what he does best, sharing Apple product renders and stirring up conversations. But here's where things get interesting. In his latest video, Prosser mentions that he'd like to show renders of the iPhone 17 Pro with an aluminum unibody design, but says he can't. He doesn't explain exactly why, but it's easy to guess that the lawsuit might have something to do with it. This raises some questions. Could the renders he's showing now, with a glass sandwich design, be based on older leaks? If that's the case, maybe they're not connected to the leaks Apple is suing over. Or perhaps he's intentionally showing designs that won't match the final product, giving him cover if Apple challenges him again. Why else would he openly say he wants to show one design but can't? It could be because the real design is the one Apple's trying to keep secret, and these current renders are safer to publish. Or maybe he's simply playing the long game, keeping the more sensitive leaks in his pocket for later. Whatever the case, one thing's for sure, Prosser is not backing down. Whether you see him as a fearless truth teller, a risky showman, or just someone who likes poking the bear, he's once again put himself front and center in the Apple leak world. And with the iPhone 17 lineup shaping up to include bigger camera upgrades, possible new colors, thicker builds, and maybe even a record-breaking battery, it's safe to say this story is far from over. Apple's lawsuit might be an attempt to scare him into silence. But if history has shown us anything, it's that Jon Prosser rarely stays quiet. If anything, the legal battle may have given him more motivation to keep releasing renders and making bold claims, and fans are here for it. The real question is, will these near-final renders match the actual iPhone 17 Pro when it launches? In 2025, only time will tell. But for now, Jon Prosser is making one thing clear: no matter what Apple throws at him, He's not stepping away from the spotlight.